Hello and welcome. Thank you for taking the time to join us today as we talk about offers and waitlists. This is for students who are entering middle school in fall 2022. Let's start with a brief overview of this year's admissions timeline. In December, welcome letters were sent to the address in your child's middle school record. In mid-January, the middle school application opened. Families had until mid-March to submit their applications. Last week, on May 17, middle school offers and waitlists were made available. We do not have information on when waitlists will close this year, but you can sign up for our middle school admissions email list at schools.nyc.gov/sign-up for the latest updates. Your child's offer letter. What does a middle school offer letter include? Your child's offer letter includes one offer to a middle school. This would be an offer to a program that you listed as a choice on your child's application. Or, if you did not receive an offer to any of your listed programs, you received an offer to a program with seat availability. Your offer letter may also include a list of middle schools where they've been waitlisted. Students are automatically on the waitlist of any school listed higher on their application than the school where they received an offer. As an example, if you get an offer to your third choice school, you will automatically be waitlisted at your first choice and second choice schools. Many families use their MySchools accounts to access their offer letters. If you need help or don't have a MySchools account, you can also talk to your school counselor or get offer information from a family welcome center. To learn how to contact a family welcome center, please visit schools.nyc.gov/FWC. Your school counselor or family welcome center staff can also help you set up your MySchools account. Now we're going to show you what it looks like to log into MySchools and view your child's offer. In order to log into MySchools, go to myschools.nyc and click on the Login button at the top right of the screen. Here, you'll enter in your email and password and click the Next button. To view your child's offer, scroll to the bottom of your dashboard and select the View Results and Waitlist option. On the Overview page, you'll be able to see your child's offer as well as download a results letter to keep for your records. You can do this by clicking the View Results Letter button. I want to take a step back and go over how students get offers. You can learn more about this topic on our website, where we have links to our digital admissions guide and admissions video series. We'll share those links with you at the end of this presentation. For now, I'll summarize. For most of the city's middle school programs, offers are made based on 4 admissions factors: students' program choices and the order that the programs were listed on the application, seat availability. Some programs have many more applicants than available seats, and demand for them vary from program to program. Admissions priorities and students' admissions priorities groups for each program. Admissions priorities tell you which applicant groups have priority to get offers before others. Admissions methods. This is how students are matched with individual seats within priority groups. Most programs use random selection, as in a lottery. When families start their middle school application, a random number is generated for each student. And some programs use academic information, such as language criteria programs and some art-based programs. So you received your child's offer. What's next? Your child's offer is automatically accepted. There's nothing else you need to do. Your child can just begin attending classes on the first day of school in September 2022. We encourage you to learn more about the program where you received an offer. Check schools' websites or contact them directly to learn if they will be hosting any virtual or in-person open houses or orientation events. You can also explore additional middle school programs by adding your child to waitlists. Now let's talk about waitlists. A program's waitlist is a list of students who do not have an offer to that program, but who would like to receive an offer. In addition to your middle school results, your offer letter will also include a list of programs where you are automatically waitlisted, if applicable. All middle school programs that you can list on the middle school application have waitlists. When are waitlists open? Middle school waitlists are open and will close in September. When they close, students will no longer be able to join waitlists and schools will no longer make waitlist offers. If you get a waitlist offer between May and September, you will have 1 week to accept or decline that offer. What does it mean to be on a waitlist? Schools use waitlists to fill any open seats in programs after offers are released. When and if a seat becomes available at a program, the school can make a waitlist offer to the student currently at the top of the waitlist. If a program can make a waitlist offer, school staff from that school will contact you directly. In this example, a seat became available at this program, and the school is making student X a waitlist offer. Please note that being on a program's waitlist means you do not have an offer to that program. Many programs may never have available seats while waitlists are open, so not all programs will make waitlist offers. This also means that not all students on waitlists will receive a waitlist offer, and there is no guarantee that you will get a waitlist offer. There are separate waitlists for general education and students with disabilities. Each middle school program has seats for general education students and seats for students with disabilities. There is a separate waitlist for each group of seats. This means that if your child is in the SWD seat group, which is determined by their IEP, they will be on the waitlist for students with disabilities. If your child is in the GE seat group, they will be on the waitlist for general education students. Your MySchools account will show you which seat group and waitlist at each program your child is in. This is not something you are able to choose or edit. Your child's position on a waitlist will change. It can go up or down at any time due to other students joining waitlists, offers being made, or students removing themselves from the waitlist. You can see where your child is currently waitlisted by checking the last page of your offer letter or by logging into your MySchools account at myschools.nyc. From your dashboard, click the Waitlist tab to bring you to the waitlist page. On the right side, under Offers, you'll be able to see your child's current offer. And under Waitlist, you will be able to see the programs your child is waitlisted for, their waitlist position, and their priority group. As you can see, this student is on 5 waitlists. There are 2 ways to be on a program's waitlist. One way is to be on the waitlist automatically, which happens when offers are made. The other way to join a waitlist is to add yourself to it. This is optional. Let's look at both ways more closely. You are automatically on the waitlist for any program that you listed higher on your child's application than the program where you received an offer. For example, if you get an offer to your third choice program, you will automatically be on the waitlist for your second and first choice programs. Or, if you get an offer to a program that you did not list on your application, you will be automatically added to waitlist of all the programs you listed on it. Or, if you get an offer to your first choice program, you are not automatically on any waitlist. You also have the option of adding yourself to waitlists. If you don't yet have a middle school offer, are new to New York City, or weren't able to submit a middle school application, you can participate in the middle school admissions by adding yourself to waitlists of programs of interest. And if you have a middle school offer, but you would like to explore other options, you can also add yourself to additional waitlists. Please note that not all students are eligible to add themselves to the waitlist of all programs. but you can add yourself to the waitlist of any program you're eligible to attend. There is no maximum number of waitlists you can be on. If you have a zone middle school and you did not include this zone program on your application, you can add yourself to the zone program's waitlist. And if your child's current school serves grades K through 8, K through 12, or 6 through 12, and you received an offer to a different school, you can change your mind and remain at your current school. Just add your child to the waitlist of their current school and your child is guaranteed to get an offer there. If you accept a waitlist offer to any program, including your child's current school, you will give up your current offer. Many families use their myschools.nyc accounts to participate in the waitlist process. If you need help or don't have a MySchools account, you can also talk to your school counselor, get support from a family welcome center, or email us at waitlists@schools.nyc.gov to add or remove yourself from waitlists. Find out your position on any program's waitlist, and accept or decline a waitlist offer if you receive one. With MySchools, there are two ways that you can add your child to additional waitlists. One option is to add programs without leaving the waitlist page. If you know the name of a program you'd like to add, you can search for it on this page. When the program you're looking for appears, you can click on the plus sign next to it to join that program's waitlist. You can also join waitlists from the search page. Here, you can explore programs before adding yourself to their waitlist. You can search for programs based on your interests, such as specific courses or activities. You can also search for specific schools and programs by name. On a schools page, scroll down and click on the name of the program you're interested in attending. This will open a card showing that specific program's information. To join a waitlist, click on the Join Waitlist button on this program card. Want some tips on finding new middle schools and program options? You can narrow your search by using filters. Here are some of the filters you can use to find schools and programs that meet your child's needs and interests. You can filter by convenient subway lines, school size, sports offered, and more. Remember, middle school admissions is for everyone. Every middle school program is open to students with disabilities. If your IEP specifies District 75 inclusive services, ASD Nest, ASD Horizon, or ACES programs, you can find these programs using the More Filters button. Students who are recommended for these programs participate in middle school admissions the same way as their general education peers. When you click on the name of a program, that section of the page will expand and you can see more details about the program, like this. Read the overview at the top to decide if the program is a good fit for you. For some programs, you'll see an eligibility description. This section shows which students can and cannot apply to this program. The admissions section shows you very important admissions information for the program, which will help you figure out your chances of getting an offer. Seats in demand last year shows you how many seats the program has and how many students applied last year. Remember that each program has a certain number of seats for general education students and seats for students with disabilities. In this section, you will see how many students applied to this program last year and the number of seats available at the program for these applicants. This section shows the ratio of applicants to available seats for both general education students and students with disabilities. The higher the number of applicants per seat for a program, the more in demand that program was last year. Higher applicants per seat means a lower chance of getting an offer for any student who applies. Programs with 10 or more applicants per seat are considered high demand programs, and every student who applies has a lower chance of getting an offer. The priority groups section shows which group of students are considered for offers to that program and in what order. Different programs have different priority groups, and some programs don't use admission priority groups to make offers. Read a program's priority group section to determine which priority group your child is in for that program. They will be in different priority groups for different programs. When families create their MySchools account and log in, their child's priority group will appear in bold in the section of every program's page in MySchools. The admissions method shows what students need to do to be considered for admissions to that program, and also shows information that will help you figure out your chances of getting an offer. You are more likely to get a waitlist offer to a program that has open seats. Before the end of this school year, your school counselor can help you identify programs that may have seats available. From June to September, Family Welcome Centers can help you identify programs with available seats. Learn how to contact Family Welcome Center staff at schools.nyc.gov/FWC. How are students ordered on waitlists? For students who are automatically on waitlists, before offers go out and waitlists open. At all programs that use admissions priority groups, students will be ordered by priority group. Then, within each priority group, for open and zone programs, students will be randomly ordered. For audition programs, students will be ordered by audition score. For language criteria programs, students will be ordered by ranking. Note: how families listed programs on their application does not influence the student's position on the waitlist. Chambers Street School has 15 available seats and 3 priority groups. Priority Group 1, students who live in the middle school zone. Priority Group 2, students and residents of the district. And Priority Group 3, students and residents of the borough. They also have 30 applicants. Since there are more applicants than available seats, only the first 15 students receive an offer. All of these students are in Priority Group 1. All other students from Priority Groups 2 and 3 will be automatically on the school's waitlist and will be ordered randomly within their priority group. For students who add themselves to waitlists after offers go out and waitlists open, at all programs with priority groups, students will be ordered by priority group. Then, within each priority group, for open and zone programs, students will be added behind students who are already on the waitlist. For audition and language criteria programs, if the student listed the program on their original application, they will be ordered based on their ranking or score from the admissions process. If the student did not list the program on their original application, they will be placed within their priority group, behind all other students on the waitlist at that time. What happens if you get a waitlist offer? If a school can make you a waitlist offer, they will contact you directly. You will have 1 week to accept or decline a waitlist offer. You can only have one accepted offer. If you do not accept a waitlist offer, you will keep your current offer. How to accept a waitlist offer. To respond to a waitlist offer, go to the waitlist page and select the Accept option under Pending Offers. Remember, students can only have one middle school offer. If you choose to accept your waitlist offer, it'll replace your current offer. Let's recap some of the most important points about waitlists. You are automatically on the waitlist of any program that you listed higher on your middle school application than the program where you got an offer. You can add yourself to the waitlist of any program you are eligible to attend. There is no maximum number of waitlists you can be on. All middle school programs have waitlists, and each program has separate waitlists for students with disabilities and general education students. Waitlist offers are made in priority group order. Not all programs will make waitlist offers. Being on a waitlist does not guarantee you will get an offer to that program. Each student has a distinct position for each waitlist they're on. For programs using randomly assigned numbers to make offers, students are assigned a different random number for each waitlist. If you get a waitlist offer, you will be notified by email and the program will call you directly. You will have 1 week, 7 days, to accept or decline any waitlist offer. Accepting a waitlist offer means giving up your current offer. I would like to thank you all for joining us today. Here are resources for you to use. To manage offers and waitlists, log into myschools.nyc. To get personalized help, you can contact your school counselor or a family welcome center at schools.nyc.gov. You can also call us at 718-935-2009. To get support with waitlists, you can email waitlists@schools.nyc.gov. To learn how admissions works and watch videos, including the Offers and Waitlist My Schools tutorial, visit schools.nyc.gov/middle. And to stay updated, sign up for the middle school admissions email list at schools.nyc.gov/sign up. I would like to thank you all for joining us today.